Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your August 2016 spiritual growth reading. I'm experimenting with some new cards. They're Native American cards, and then these are like native, tribal. And I want to know what you think of them, because these cards don't have as much of a dark side. They're kind of like happy cartoons or something. They're from, first time I saw them was the 80s. I think they're probably from before that, maybe the 70s. But this is the Mother Peace deck, and this is what the card looks like. And that's the box. And this deck here is the Mystic Art Medicine. Mystic Art Medicine. www.mysticartmedicine.com or Amazon. Just type in Mystic Art Medicine. So the these cards, I'm not sure if everyone will like them. These cards are fabulous. I'm sure everyone will like them. But these are oracle cards. So here's what some of them look like. They're really beautiful. There's a shapeshift. Goddess of fire. Perseverance. That looks painful. Devotion. Intention. Oh, interesting. Love. Let's pick out. Here's nurture. Look at light beams. Is that cool? Light beams. Freedom. Wow. I could sing that one. Expression. Doesn't that? She looks like a 70s. These aren't from the 70s, but the lady's probably old enough to. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. But see how these are. This is the style of the round ones. So they kind of go together. I don't know, and they're both like nature. Very nature. Here's rebirth. So, and this is what I really like, is here's ancient wisdom. And, like with the Iroquois, the elder women are respected. See, her breasts are sagging, and she looks like she's had babies, and her hair is white, pubic hair is white. So, it's like what I was told about the Iroquois tribe was that the elder women who had already gone through, once you've gone to go through menopause, you have the elder women's lodge, and they make the decisions, the big decisions. The elder women make the big decisions. They have the call on whether there's going to be war, and big political decisions are up to the elder women. So I love the way the women are respected. It's not all Native American tribes, obviously. Some of them can be just as savages. So, it doesn't matter what nationality or color you are. Everybody has the wonderful tribes, and everyone has the wonderful groups of people and the bad people, but that's a lovely thing. And our Constitution was supposed to be based on the Iroquois Constitution, except they left. Thomas Jefferson, I think it was, he didn't think we were ready for women to have equality. But there are letters and everything with his wife and him sending back information regarding that. Put the women in there. Give the women some rights. But he was sure. He tried. He tried. So, the way we're doing this is we're picking Spirit pick a card. Oh, here it is. Spirit picked it already. Oh, I love this one. New growth. Isn't that beautiful? Camera really picks it up lovely. And that'll be the center of our reading. And Spirit has chosen how this reading goes. I was doing Celtic Cross readings, and I was I deleted him. I formatted the card after 7 readings. I just wasn't happy with it. And Spirit said, nope, we're going to do it differently. And this is how Spirit chose to do it. We do 4. And then we do 4 down here. And what the deal is everything up here is where you're at now. And everything down here is what you're working on, or what's coming. So you may still be working on some of these issues, but this is what's coming, and this is what you're working on. How did Spirit say it? This is now, and this is what you're working on. That's what Spirit said. So, and because I've been drawing these out too long, I'm going to tell you about the card as I do the clarifiers. So I'm going to do a clarifier for the Priestess of Cups, which is and this is, this could go either way. It's kind of, you don't know, they're round, so the reverse is like what? So the Cups is water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And beautiful card. It's a pretty card. I don't know how much you could make out in the picture. There's a dolphin. She's got a mermaid tail, and she's playing a little harp. There seems like a castle at the top. So these are a little more fantasy oriented, but some of them are like amazingly cool. They stay pretty close to the meaning of the traditional cards, except it seems to offer. Here we go. Like this card, the 4 of Swords is, you know, a soldier with 3 swords above him and laying down and 1 sword beneath, and he's resting. And here they have you meditating with the chakras lined up behind you. So it's basically the same idea. So with the Priestess, we have the after battle meditation, and then we have the victory card. So I would say if she's not completely upright, it's just about recovering from, you know, a battle. So the Priestess of Cups, and it could also be you taking on. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oh my God, I gotta read you that. This is fantastico. Trust me, it is wonderful. And I need to read you the meaning of the card for new growth. See, there's a whole long thing here, more than I can read. So I pick a section that sounds good. Here it is. I'll pick this one. The medicine card, new growth, indicates you have come a long way on your journey. It may be time to slow down to see where you are in your growth process. Have you sowed your crops? These seeds can potentially sprout nutritious crops, as well as empower your intentions and healthy relationships. Choosing this card at this moment to do an internal check. Have you plowed the fields of opportunity and placed your wish, dreams, and seeds of desire to begin the sprouting process in the earth? This is a reminder that if you don't participate in the design, you will live in a field without crops, with nothing to harvest. Isn't that wonderful? Spinning her magic through the air with the eagle and the condor, her ancient wisdom is here. I think it's Cher Lynn. I don't think that's the author. I have quotes from several different people. Sorry, did I rattle the camera there? I think the author has a different last name. No, that's her. Cool. I just love these cards. And what she writes is beautiful. Here, there's a picture of her. Can you see that? Anyway, Love the cards. Love the way she describes them. I don't know who did the artwork, if she did it or not. I have to check that out. I'm just so new to him. It's just like I was flying by the seat of my pants. So it was what Spirit chose for me. Seven of Wands. Like here she is defending herself in the middle of a big tribal discussion where it looks like they're kind of on her back a bit, but they're not attacking her. And here, that's a clarifier for, you know, an after-battle meditation. Look at that. Isn't that... I love these cards. I want to know how you feel about them, Bill. So, meditation after battle. So these are like little vignettes. And not everything will apply to you. Lately, the cards are starting to... Right now, it still seems like it could apply to one person, but I get that strong feeling that they apply to a whole bunch of people. Here's the Sun of Discs, which is equivalent to the Knight of Pentacles, you know, what you're used to. It's an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Spirit is telling me to stop referring to the old cards and just talk in the language of these cards. So 50 lashes. Okay, so here's like this tribal dance, the wands. It looks like a celebration at the beginning of a new cycle. And they're dancing and celebrating their new beginning. Look at, can you see? I just love these cards. I think they're cool. And then there's a message from the Pentacles regarding Pentacles. And let's see if we can find anything out about that message. And it seems to be a happy message. We're celebrating. The Three of Cups embraces is the full expression of the suit. This is the Three of Cups, a love card, and everybody's all happy and celebrating. So we got a lot of happy celebrating here. It's a message about finances that'll leave you celebrating. And this card's really cool. I love this card. This is an Ace of Swords, and I think I'm losing my voice from breathing too much air conditioning. The Shaman of Swords, and this is the, like, based on the Queen. It's you know how swords are truth, so the truth's coming out of her mouth. Look, it goes up this ladder, and there's a bald eagle. So that's the bird. Bald eagle is a bird of integrity and honesty, and so it's the truth. Nobody's lying to you, unless she's reversed. Then there's a question. But so let's see what the clarifiers are for a message of truth. Okay, sometimes the cards are flying out all over the place, and now it's like they're not. Oh, here we go. We got one. We got one. It's like catching a fish. Okay, the Seven of Cups. She has all this spiritual information coming out of her crown chakra, and it's purple, and there's healing with the green. So, I think these are choices. Let's see what Spirit has to say. So she's gonna, there's gonna be information about some beautiful choices. Okay, looks like we have two more cards. We have Temperance, which implies you need some patience, but it doesn't look like there's anything here. And then working with the tribe, the family. This is the Eight of Discs. Everybody's working hard, getting their job done. But see, it's all together, as opposed to, you know, how our culture seems to, we're off on our own so much. Like I'm here by myself doing this reading. We're off on our own too much. So I don't know why why temperance is needed. I'm going to try another clarifier. This story isn't complete. And we have the Wheel of Fortune turning as it should be. So there might be a little drama coming in, but I don't see from where. You may know. Okay, so we have the Daughter of Swords down here. So this is where you're at now. There may be a little drama, but the Wheel of Fortune is turning. Everybody's working together, and there's some spiritual stuff coming from your unconscious. But see, the unconscious is where the other cards, the regular cards, the traditional cards, it's coming from. For this here, it's coming. It seems to be coming from a more spiritual place. You know, the unconscious is, well, what you don't know, what you're unconscious of. So we have the Son of Cups, and then we have the Daughter of Swords. There's two messengers here. Truth and love. Wow. Give me a really cool card. We're going to have something to talk about here. A real story to tarot. And then we have, this is the Aquarius card, and it's also the Star card. It's a beautiful card about intuition and all kinds of wonderful, it's like wonderful, happy, spiritual things happening. And mysterious in the good way, you know, in the spiritual way, and where everything's lovely and beautiful. So I think we can have a message that's going to leave us feeling like that. So for the Magician, we have a guy in leopard pajamas. So I guess he's like the trickster pretending to be somebody he's not. That might be what that's about. But he's off to the side like this. So it's not completely reversed, and he's not completely upright. So we'll do some clarifiers to see if there's a trickster on the... it's either you have the tools to do what you need, or somebody is pulling the wool over your eyes, or trying to. So we have a Two of Discs. That's about making a choice. Could be regarding money. This is the Five of Swords reversed. You're getting out of a really sticky, bad situation, and you're now coming out of it. It's like a self-destructive, a bad situation, not good for you. And here, this is a card about having the courage to make the decision. See, this is a card of victory, and it's reversed. So I'm going to tell you what I know about it, and then we're going to reverse it and see what it means. And they're flying, they're airborne, touching their swords together. They have this magical power that they can fly. So reversed still looks like a fabulous card. So here what we have is we have the trickster, and a decision to be made, and then a sticky situation. And here this is a card about taking action. That you know you're in a rough space and you need to take action and move forward. And here, this is a card that really kind of goes along with this one about, maybe even before this one. It's about kind of self-destructive behavior, you know, tormenting yourself. You know, all those swords, how they're so much about self-imposed prisons and stuff. So this is just, you know, self-torment. Don't stab your sword into a wall. Ow, ow, ow. So, and here, getting yourself out of a sticky situation. This is a reversed pentagram, so with a nasty wasp in the middle. So we have a choice to make, and could be somebody's not being completely honest with you while you're trying to make this choice and get yourself out of trouble, because this may be a card of just, you know, being too hard on yourself. Self-imposed pain, on self-imposed hell. But this here, this card was also reversed. This is about pulling yourself out of a difficult situation, and so is this one, about pulling yourself. And this is reversed, so it's, you know, this is something that's going to take some effort for you to do. And I don't know who, but this card represents two things. One, somebody's either being deceptive. See, it's only a quarter turn, you know. It could be right side up, or it could be reversed. So, all I got was that you're in a sticky situation that requires change and action, and this here is the card that tells you that you have all the skills necessary to take the appropriate action. You have all the skills. You know how to use them. So I would say this card is right side up. We have to decide based on the cards, because this, because they're round, we don't have the corners. So it makes it more interesting. So this is the Priestess of Swords, basically the Queen, and which is an air sign: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And let's take a look at it clarified. So these are a bunch of vignettes, and they might not all apply to you. It's like the more people watching my channel, the more my readings, I just have this strong feeling they're meant for several people. A lot of people just watch the same reading, and they're all getting the same thing out of it. It's like they're all in the same place, basically a little ahead, a little behind, but going through something similar. But now it's getting to the point where we're getting new people coming in. You know what I'm saying, right? So, the Priestess of Swords. Looks like she's in the snow. I have no idea what's all over that road, but I do need to read I should read the book. But Spirit wants me flying by the seat of my pants. He doesn't want me reading the book. He wants me to interpret this by these cards. So this is an air sign: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And our clarifier is the High Priestess. This is a wise woman with a great deal of wisdom and integrity who is available to help you. And the Aquarius card could be you. Expressing the energies of an Aquarius, of an air sign, very intellectual. And here we have another sword of suffering and pain, and this is like this is the 9. Here she's laying on the bed with a whole bunch of swords, and it's just nightmares, It's just a nasty old nightmare. So these are, being in a very painful place. So, and you do have the High Priestess for some wisdom to help you out of that place. Let's see if we can find out anything about what the place is about. Well, there's a conflict, and you're working your way through a conflict that's caused you a great deal of pain, but you do have the Priestess for help, and you may have an Aquarius helping you. Aquarius is right side up, so I don't think they're an adversary. Or you may be taking on the sharp wit of an Aquarian, the intellectual thought process of an Aquarian. So what we have here is we have what it looks like the Happy Family card reversed. This is one of the Happy Family cards. So let's see by the surrounding cards if this card is... We have the Shaman of Cups right side up. This is a card of a loving type person. It's a water sign: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And it's a male. The shamans are men. And what kind of clarity? Sometimes the cards just aren't coming out at all, and sometimes they're spilling all over the place. Okay, what's going on? Here we go. I guess you just have to keep going. Here we go. Oh, a whole lot of cards. Really? All that? Give me the... Oh, no. That's going to be a mistake. It's like 8 cards. Okay, they're all sticking together right now, so... What is this? Is there something to demagnetize them? A laundry sheet or dryer sheet? Keep them from all sticking together? I wonder if where you live has anything to do with it. The house is probably dry with the air conditioning on. I think I'm chilling myself out way too much. It's the heat as much as the humidity. And It's humid for California. Okay, so we have the moon, and these are both coming out right side up. And we have a heartbreak issue. See this guy? He's on his knees stabbing you in the heart while this floozy here is dancing. So this bad guy belongs on his knees. He's a dirty rat. We'll call this the dirty rat card, dirty rat cheater card, the heartbreak card. Okay, so we have a loving message. We have something. This is the unhappy family. This is what's making everyone happy. Unhappy is the cheater. But we have beautiful spiritual. The moon, a beautiful spiritual, and it's major arcana, so it has power, and a beautiful spiritual, powerful calmness that's going to come to you, that's coming to you, and loving, a loving shaman, someone coming to you with the loving energy of a water sign to comfort you. So isn't that nice? I don't know if you get anything out of this, but the subject of your spiritual growth reading is new growth. Isn't that pretty? What a pretty card. I hope that was helpful. Please let me know what you think of the round cards. If you think they're too, like, you know, mamby-pamby, not enough power, not enough swords, not enough dead people, or if you think they work well for the spiritual growth readings. I would only use them for these readings, but I want to know what you feel about them. If you would prefer, I use like a more traditional deck, like that. And ooh, I got my cards upside down. So, Sagittarius, thank you very much for joining me. This is Kathy with Tarot Me a Story. I hope that was helpful. If you don't have time, you can just do a thumbs up, thumbs down if you like the cards. Or you could just put a message, prefer traditional deck, or like the round cards. Just something brief. You don't have to say an essay. Whatever works for you. If you want to give me an essay and write me a novel, that'll be fine too. Thank you. This is Kathy from Tarot Me a Story.